English with EduWorld.
Learn English. Connect with world.
Hey, welcome back. If you're listening while making coffee, driving home, or just lying on your bed scrolling your phone, we're really glad you're here with us.
Yeah, thanks for spending a little piece of your day with us. It still feels kind of crazy that people choose to hang out and practice English with two normal people like us.
Speak for yourself. I'm very professional.
Sure, Kenny teased. Professional enough to follow me yesterday after recording?
I didn't follow you. I just happened to see you standing in front of that flower shop for 10 minutes like you were solving a life crisis.
Buying flowers is harder than exams, honestly.
See? That right there, that's today's story. So let's start with a small, simple moment and see where it takes us. Kenny, can I tell you something a little embarrassing?
Uh-oh, that sounds serious. What happened?
Yesterday, after class at EduWorld, one of our students stayed behind. She didn't leave with everyone else. She just stood there, holding her notebook, pretending to check her phone.
Like waiting for something?
Yeah, or maybe waiting for courage. I walked over and said, "Hey, you okay?" And she smiled, that polite smile people use when they're nervous. And she said, "Teacher, I know a lot of words, but when I speak, nothing comes out."
Oof. Yeah, I know that feeling.
She told me something that really hit me. She said, "When I'm alone, my English sounds great, but when a real person looks at me, my brain just goes blank." And then she laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. It was that small, frustrated laugh, like, "I'm tired of being stuck."
That's way too relatable.
Right? And the crazy part is, it's not grammar, it's not vocabulary, it's not intelligence. It's that tiny moment when your heart beats faster and you think, "Don't mess up, don't sound stupid," and suddenly, silence.
Yeah, that silence hurts.
Exactly. And standing there, talking to her, I realized something. Most learners don't fail because their English is bad. They fail because they don't know how to sound human in American English. They sound textbook, too short, too perfect, too careful. And real life isn't like that. Real life is messy, soft, slow, full of, hold on, give me a second. That's how people actually talk. That's what we practice every day here at English with EduWorld. Not perfect English, real English. Learn English, connect with world.
So today we're fixing that problem, right?
Yeah, today we talk about the moments people freeze and what to say instead. But first, quick question for everyone listening. When you speak English, are you A, shy, you freeze and stay quiet, or B, vocab, you know words but can't connect them? Comment shy or vocab. I really want to know. And hey, if this sounds like you, hit subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Because in the next part, we're going straight into a situation that happens to Kenny all the time, and trust me, it gets painfully real. Let's start with the exact moment people panic the most, when someone asks a simple question and your mind goes completely blank.
You know, when you told that story just now, that girl after class, I kind of felt uncomfortable.
Why?
Because that's literally me. Not just sometimes, like almost every day. There are moments when my English is fine in my head, super clear, full sentences, smart even. But the second someone looks at me and waits for an answer, my brain just shuts off.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like my mind turns into a white wall, and the only thing I can say is, I don't know, or, maybe, or just silence. And then I feel stupid for the rest of the day.
That feeling stays with you, right?
Yeah, like you replay it in your head later. Why didn't I say something better? I knew that word. I sound like a kid. And the worst part, people think I don't have ideas. But it's not that. It's just, I need time.
Exactly. And that's the part nobody talks about. Most learners don't actually lack English, they lack breathing space. In real American English, people don't answer fast because they're smart. They answer slow because they buy time. But learners think they must respond instantly. Perfect grammar, no pause, no mistakes. So what happens? Pressure. And pressure kills language.
So it's not my vocabulary.
No, it's fear pretending to be bad English. When your body feels judged, your brain protects you, and the easiest protection is silence. That's why so many people say, I understand everything, but I can't speak. Not because they can't, because they freeze. And if you're listening right now thinking, wait, that's me? Yeah, we're talking about you. And honestly, Kenny's about to show you exactly how that freeze happens in real life. You know what's funny, Kenny? Every time we talk about this freezing thing, people think it's rare. Like it only happens to beginners. But it's not. It happens to the quiet, smart ones, the overthinkers, the polite ones, the people who care too much about sounding stupid.
Yeah, that sounds painfully accurate.
I've seen it so many times. Students sitting right in front of me, they understand everything I say, they nod, they smile. But when it's their turn, their shoulders tighten, their eyes look down, and suddenly their voice gets smaller. Not because they don't know English, because they don't want to be wrong. And that fear, it's sneaky. It doesn't scream, it whispers. Stay quiet, it's safer.
That whisper is loud in my head, honestly.
Exactly. And if you're listening right now on your bus ride or cooking dinner or lying in bed with your headphones on, there's a good chance you've had that exact moment too. That half second where you could speak, but you don't. So, quick question for you guys listening. Just be honest with yourself. Which one are you? A, you answer fast, even if it's messy. B, you panic and your brain goes blank. C, you pretend you didn't hear and hope someone else talks first.
Oof, I'm definitely B. Sometimes C too.
Yeah, same. Drop A, B, or C in the comments. No judgment, just curiosity. Let's see how many Kenny clones we have out there. Because once you see it, once you admit it, that's when things start to change. All right. So let me show you something most American English speakers do naturally, and you probably never noticed it before. You know what's funny, Kenny? After years of talking with students, I noticed something strange. It's never vocabulary that stops them. They already know the words. Rose, tulip, beautiful, red. But when it's time to actually talk, their brain just freezes.
Yeah, that's me. I know the words, I just can't say anything.
Exactly. Because native speakers, real American English speakers, don't talk in single words. They don't say, the flower is beautiful, period. They drift. They think while speaking. They add feelings. They say things like, I don't know why, but these little yellow flowers kind of remind me of my grandma's garden. It just feels warm, you know? See the difference? Same idea, but now it sounds alive, human. Last week at EduWorld, after a recording session, one learner told me, Anna, I studied English for 10 years, but I still sound like Google Translate. That broke my heart a little. Because language isn't about perfect sentences. It's about connection. And today, we're going to fix that together. So let's slow this down and walk into a few real-life moments where flowers turn into conversations. So here's the thing, Kenny. Flowers show up in life more than we think, not because they're special, but because people don't always know how to say what they feel. And that's exactly like language. Sometimes words aren't the problem. Courage is.
Yeah, that sounds like me already.
Let's test it. I'll give you a moment. You just talk. Don't think too hard. Imagine, you're going on a first date. You bring flowers. What do you say?
These flowers are for you.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, what else?
See? Grammatically correct, emotionally dead.
Ouch. Okay, yeah, that sounds like Google Translate.
Because real American English isn't just information, it's feeling while speaking. Try again. Don't deliver a sentence, just think out loud.
Okay. I saw these at the store, and I don't know, they kind of made me think of you, so yeah, I grabbed them.
There. Did you feel the difference?
Yeah, it sounds more human.
Exactly. You hesitated, you wondered, you added, I don't know. That's American English. Native speakers sound unsure all the time, and that's what makes it real. So, solution number 1, stop trying to sound perfect. Start sounding alive. Okay, next one. You're going to your friend's house for dinner. His mom opens the door. You hand her flowers. Go.
These are flowers for you. Thank you for inviting me.
Textbook again.
I know, I sound like a robot, right?
A very polite robot. Listen to how Americans soften things. Try adding small thoughts, tiny emotions, like you're talking to family.
Hi, Mrs. Miller. These are for you. It's nothing big. I just didn't want to show up empty-handed. Thanks for having me.
That's beautiful. You see what you did? It's nothing big. Just didn't want to show up empty-handed. Those phrases don't add information, they add heart. Learners always think short sentence equals safe, but short sentences feel cold. Long, messy sentences feel warm.
So it's not vocabulary, it's texture.
Yes, texture. I love that word. Okay, third moment. You messed up. You forgot your girlfriend's birthday. Now you're holding flowers like your life depends on it. What do you say?
Oh man, pressure. Sorry, happy birthday.
You're sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, fair.
Talk to me like a real person.
Okay. Hey, I know I screwed up. I feel terrible, actually. I saw these and thought maybe they could help me say sorry a little better than I can.
That's it. That line, better than I can, that's emotion leaking out. And that's what native speakers do constantly. They don't present, they confess. So here's the fix for learners. Don't report facts, reveal feelings. Not, I am sorry, but I feel terrible, I messed up. I didn't know how to say this. That's how American English breathes. Last one. Hospital visit. Your friend just had surgery. The room feels heavy. You put flowers down. What comes out of your mouth?
This is for you. Get well soon.
Again, greeting card language. Real life is softer, slower. Try speaking like you're thinking.
Hey, I didn't know what you'd like, so I just picked some colors. Thought it might make the room feel less depressing.
Yeah, that's real. Notice how you didn't try to sound strong or smart. You sounded caring. That's the secret most learners miss. American English isn't impressive, it's intimate.
So every time it's like add thoughts, add feelings, let it ramble a little.
Exactly. When you speak, imagine you're not giving a sentence, you're letting someone hear your mind. Add, I don't know, kinda, just felt like, for some reason. Those little phrases are gold. They turn language into life.
You know what's funny? All these flower moments, they're not about flowers at all.
Yeah, they're about connection. Same with English. It's never about perfect grammar. It's about saying, hey, I care. And when you speak like that, people don't judge your English. They feel you.
So maybe I don't need better words.
Maybe you just need to let yourself sound human. And that's where we start.
You hear it, right? The way you talk now, it doesn't sound like a student anymore. It sounds like you.
Yeah. It feels less scary too, like I'm not trying to pass a test.
Because you're not. Real American English isn't a test. It's just people trying not to feel awkward with each other. And honestly, flowers do the same thing. They're like little social bridges. They help humans say, hey, we're good, right?
I never thought about flowers like that.
Most people don't. But watch how often they show up when relationships feel delicate. All right, new situation. You just started a new job. First week, you bring a small plant or flowers to your team. What do you say?
These flowers are for everyone. Nice to meet you.
That sounds like you're running for president.
Yeah, too formal?
Way too stiff. Office English in America is casual, almost lazy. Try again. Loosen your shoulders. Imagine you're slightly nervous.
Okay. Hey guys, I didn't really know what to bring, so I just grabbed these on my way in. Thought we could use something alive in here.
That's it. I didn't really know, just grabbed. Something alive in here. See how relaxed that feels? American English loves this energy. Not perfect, just chill. If you sound too perfect, people don't trust you.
So being a little messy is actually better?
Yeah, a little messy means real. Too polished, you sound fake, like customer service voice. Okay, next one. You had an argument with a coworker yesterday. Today, you bring flowers to their desk, a peace offering.
This is for you. I apologize for yesterday.
Oof, that sounds like HR made you say that.
It's bad, huh?
It's not wrong, it's just cold. In American English, apologies are softer, less formal letter, more human moment. Try talking like you feel awkward.
Hey, about yesterday, I was kinda stressed and I took it on you. That's my bad. So, yeah, peace offering?
Yes, that's my bad. Peace offering? That's everyday slang, super American. Nobody says, I apologize for yesterday in real life. They say, my bad, that's on me, I messed up. Those phrases carry emotion. Textbook English explains. Real English connects. That's your fix right there.
It's weird. The shorter my sentences are, the colder they feel.
Exactly, because short sentences sound like walls. Long, wandering sentences sound like doors. All right, third one. Your manager helped you a lot this year. You bring flowers or a small bouquet to say thanks. What comes out?
Thank you for your support. These are for you.
That sounds like an email.
I swear my brain only knows email English.
That's the problem most learners have. School English, corporate English, Google Translate English, but not human English. Try this. Speak like you're remembering something.
I just wanted to say thanks. You've had my back a lot this year, and honestly, I don't think I would have survived without you. So, yeah, these are just a small thank you.
That's beautiful, Kenny. You've had my back. That's an idiom, very American. It means someone protected you. Idioms like that add warmth instantly. They're not fancy, they're personal. So here's the solution. Stop searching for big words. Search for lived words. Stuff people actually say at 6 p.m. when they're tired.
Okay, last one?
Yeah. Your friend is going through a breakup. You show up with flowers just to cheer them up. Don't teach, just talk.
I know this week kinda sucks, so I figured we could use something not depressing to look at. They're dumb, but they made me smile, so maybe they'll help a little.
Hear that? You didn't try to be smart. You tried to be kind. That's the whole game. American English isn't about sounding impressive. It's about sounding safe. Safe enough that someone feels, okay, I can open up.
So flowers are basically like emotional translators.
Yeah, and your words should work the same way. When you speak, don't aim for correct. Aim for warm, soft, a little imperfect, a little vulnerable. Add fillers, add feelings, add stories. That's how you stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a person.
Honestly, this feels less like learning English and more like learning how to be human.
That's because good American English is just that. Not performance, connection. And once you get that, every conversation gets easier.
You know what's weird, Anna? The more we talk about this, the more I realize something. It was never about speaking better English. It's more like I didn't know how to show people how I feel. English just exposed that.
Yeah, that's a very honest thing to say. And honestly, that's why so many learners freeze. Not because their grammar is bad, but because emotions are scary. Talking is vulnerable. And flowers, they're kind of the safest way humans practice vulnerability.
Like training wheels for feelings?
Exactly. Emotional training wheels. And sometimes they act like peace ambassadors. They walk into a tense room and go, "Hey, we're okay. Nobody's fighting today. Let's play with that idea." Situation 1. Office again. Two teammates had a Cold War all week. No eye contact, weird silence. On Friday, one of them puts a small bouquet in the middle of the desk, just to reset the energy. If that's you, what do you say?
These flowers are for the office. Let's work well together.
Oh, wow. You sound like a company slogan.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's too direct, too serious. American English in tense moments is lighter, almost joking, casual, because heavy language makes things worse. Try sounding like you're breaking the ice.
Okay. All right, this week was kind of rough, huh? So I brought these in. Figured we could all use something that doesn't argue back.
That's so good. Kind of rough, huh? Doesn't argue back. That's playful. It lowers the walls. See, native speakers often use humor to heal things. Not lectures, not speeches, just gentle humanity. So here's the fix. When the vibe is tense, don't speak formally. Soften, tease a little, smile through the words. That's very American English.
It feels less scary when it's casual.
Exactly. Casual is safe. All right, second everyday one. Home life. You move into a new apartment with roommates. Nobody really talks yet. Everyone stays in their rooms. So you put flowers in the kitchen, just to make the place feel alive. What would you say if someone notices?
I bought flowers to decorate the house.
Functional, but emotionally flat. Try letting people see your reason, not the action.
I don't know. The place felt kind of empty, so I thought maybe this would make it feel more like home.
Yeah, that line, more like home, that's the heart. American English loves words like home, cozy, warm, alive. They're sensory, emotional, not technical. Learners often say what they did. Native speakers say why they felt it. That's a huge upgrade. Always add the why.
So instead of I bought flowers, say, it felt empty. I wanted it warmer.
Exactly. Feelings first, actions second. Now, let's try something deeper. Two special moments. Moments when you receive flowers, because that's where emotions really show. And most learners completely shut down there. They just say, thank you.
Yeah, that's literally what I say every time.
All right. Your friend shows up after you had a terrible week. They hand you flowers. What do you say?
Thank you. I like them.
Polite, but distant. Imagine how Americans really react. They don't just thank, they share impact. Try again, slower.
Oh, wow. You didn't have to do this. Seriously, this means a lot. Today was kind of heavy, and this just, I don't know, it helps. Thank you.
That's beautiful, Kenny. You didn't have to. This means a lot. It helps. Those phrases show gratitude emotionally, not formally. That's very American English. Appreciation is expressive, not quiet. Don't hide it.
Let people see you're touched. Last one, a really big moment. Maybe graduation, or your parents come to your performance with flowers. You're proud, a little overwhelmed. What comes out?
Um, this is hard. Maybe thanks for always being there for me. I wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah, that's not English class anymore, that's life. Notice how when you stop thinking about grammar, your English becomes powerful. You used an idiom too, being there for me. That's pure American English. Very natural, very heartfelt.
So the real problem wasn't vocabulary this whole time?
Nope, it was permission. You never gave yourself permission to feel while speaking, so everything sounded safe and small and robotic. But language isn't supposed to protect you, it's supposed to connect you. Flowers do that quietly, and your words should do the same thing. Add pauses, add I don't know, add kinda, just, honestly. This means a lot. Let your sentences breathe. Let them wobble a little. That wobble, that's humanity. That's American English.
So maybe fluency isn't speed. Maybe it's courage.
Yeah, courage to sound real. And once you have that, every conversation feels like home. You know, Kenny, there's something most learners don't like to hear. This stuff we're talking about, feelings, connection, sounding human, it's beautiful, but it's also uncomfortable because it means you can't hide behind grammar anymore.
Yeah, grammar feels safe. Emotions don't.
Exactly. And that's why so many people stay stuck for years. They memorize vocabulary, they finish textbooks, they pass tests. But when a real human stands in front of them, their mind goes blank. Not because they don't know English, because they've never practiced being real. I've seen this so many times. Students study for 10 years and then freeze at the smallest moment. A coworker brings them coffee and says, "Hey, I got this for you." And all they can answer is,
Thank you.
yeah, one tiny, lonely sentence. Conversation, over. Connection, gone. It's not wrong, it's just empty. And if nothing changes, life keeps doing that to you. Little doors open and you don't walk through them. You don't joke, you don't share, you don't belong. You're physically there, but emotionally outside the room. That's the real cost. Not bad English, loneliness.
Wow, that hits hard because I felt that. Like everyone's laughing and I'm just smiling, pretending.
Yeah, and the scary part? It doesn't fix itself. Fluency isn't magic, it's reps. Just like the gym. If you don't show up, nothing changes. She pauses, gentler now. But here's the good news. This isn't complicated. You don't need new grammar. You don't need fancy words. You just need 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes of messy, emotional, real American English. Talk out loud. Tell stories. Describe your day. Pretend you're giving someone flowers and explain why. Feel while speaking. Every day, 30 minutes. That's it.
30 minutes sounds almost too simple.
Simple works because consistency beats intensity. If you practice a little every day, something weird happens. Your sentences get longer without trying. Your voice gets softer. Your brain stops translating. And one day, someone says something kind to you, and instead of thank you, you hear yourself say, "Man, that actually made my day. I really needed that." And you don't even think about it. It just comes out. That's when you know. You're not studying English anymore. You're living in it. That's the difference. Without practice, English stays a subject. With daily practice, it becomes a bridge. Learn English, connect with world. Not louder, not smarter, just closer.
So it's really a choice, huh? Stay safe and silent, or practice a little every day and finally feel part of the world.
Yeah, and once you taste that connection, you don't want to go back. All right, so if we know what's at stake, let's talk about how to actually build this into your life. Not someday, but starting tonight. You know something funny, Kenny? After all these years teaching, I stopped believing in perfect English. Perfect English is for tests, for essays, for robots. Real life, it's messy. People pause, they ramble, they say kinda, maybe, I don't know, and somehow that's exactly why it feels warm. That's American English. Not perfect, just alive. Most conversations you'll ever have won't be big speeches. They're tiny moments. While you're cooking dinner, driving home, folding laundry, standing in line for coffee. Just you talking about your day. And that's enough. 30 minutes a day. Talk to yourself. Tell little stories. Describe what you see. Practice feelings, not grammar. Do that for 3 months. You notice changes. 6 months, people stop switching to your language. 1 year, you sound natural, calm, confident. Not because you studied harder, because you showed up daily.
So it's not about becoming impressive, it's about becoming comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable being you in English. That's when the world opens up. Learn English, connect with world. Not louder, just closer. And hey, if these talks help you feel less alone on the journey, stick around. Share it with someone who needs it too. We're all figuring this out together. So let's take one more small step forward. So it's kind of funny, Kenny. We started with flowers, just flowers. And somehow we ended up talking about fear, connection, and being human.
Yeah, I thought this episode would teach me vocabulary like rose and tulip, but it turned into therapy.
Yeah, because it was never about the flowers. It was about what they carry, feelings. And English is the same. Not perfect sentences, not big grammar, just small, honest moments. Saying, I thought of you. I'm sorry. This means a lot. That's real American English.
So 30 minutes a day. Anywhere, right? While cooking, walking, buying groceries. Just talk. Think out loud. Be messy.
Exactly. Do that, and your English stops feeling like homework. It starts feeling like life. And little by little, you stop translating. You just connect.
I like that. Not study more, just live more.
Yeah. Learn English, connect with world. Before we go, I'm curious. What's one small moment you wish you could talk about more naturally in English? Work, friends, family? Share it in the comments. Someone out there probably feels the same.
And if these conversations help you feel a little braver, stick with us. Subscribe, hang out, keep learning together.
All right. See you next time.
Take care, guys.